Hi, Tribe. Okay, so just taking a moment, taking a deep breath, relaxing, dropping into the seat of our soul, connecting to our inner divinity. Today's tribe reading starts out with the Four of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So, the theme that our guidance wants to talk to us about is about financial stability and our ability as co-creators. Yeah, I like using the word witch or witchy or sorcerer, but there's so much, sometimes people have a certain idea around that. But basically, we're all, if you're in this tribe, if you're listening to this recording, then there's a part of you that is knows that we have wands and we're using them. So that's what it's stating here. It's saying you have a wand, use it. Right? What are you waiting for? So the King of Wands always comes up to tell us you have the ability to manifest, and what's necessary is for you to set the intent and flick that wand, because that's how you're going to achieve financial stability. So some of us feel we would like to be more financially stable, and some of us feel that we need financial stability. Or some of us want to stay where we are because we are happy where we are. Either way, the way to stay or find our way into financial stability is to start to set intent, use your skills of manifestation. And a lot of times it has to do with how much time. So my recording got cut off. I was in the middle of saying how much time we spend meditating or focusing on our vision or setting intents, or have you done a recording where you speak how you visualize your future as if you've already are living the future you want to live. There's so many things that we can do, and we really need to use all the tools that are available to us. One of the most important ways to manifest is also our state. How are we feeling within ourselves? Are we in harmony? We cannot manifest from a place of negativity. So that's really important. I want to just add that at this point and say, check your state. Are you in harmony with yourself, with your surrounding, or do you need to look at that? That's really important. So the next row is about decisions. There are a lot of decisions that we have to make. And there are three areas. It's going to be about divine counterparts, not always intimate. It's going to be about what is keeping us stuck and attached to old programs and old ways of thinking. Make sure you're not deciding from that. And the other thing is the work we've done up until now. That would be the. I need to get closer in to see that is the Seven of Pentacles, and we're going to go over each one individually. So the Two of Cups is about divine counterparts. This is telling you, in terms of choices, it's telling you you may or may not be in the right relationship. You need to choose from the heart. You need to choose from relationships that either sustain your harmony, that either sustain or feed you, give you energy. Not if someone's in front of you and they're stripping you from everything you have. If you feel that someone constantly pulls at your energy, they're not your divine counterpart. Whether it's a business relationship, a creative project, or an intimate relationship, You need to start making decisions based on energy. Are they sustaining or adding, or are they taking away? It's very simple. A lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are understanding and this concept, so that either coming to you from a place of compassion, beauty, respect, and love, or they're not. The other part is telling you, don't choose from old programs. That's the devil. The devil is old fears, old programs, old opinions that you made up of yourself that are no longer going to support this new way of life, this new way of manifesting. It's telling you, and then we it's not so much that we're working through those things, that we are actually trying to become observers of our old programs and start releasing them as quickly as we can. But it's telling you to also, especially when you're making a decision. When you're making a decision to be with somebody, are you doing it because they are the right person for you, or because you're afraid of being alone, you're afraid that you won't be financially stable? There's so many things that we decide our lives from, that we need to be so honest with ourselves and clear, and not make those decisions that are going to lead us into, it's never do it from fear. Always do it from a place of, what is the highest good for me? Or what is going to, if I had everything and didn't fear anything, how would I make this decision? That's a great way of posing the question. How would I make this decision? Would I go into business with this person? Would I become intimate with this person? Would I take this course? If I had everything I ever wanted right now, financially stable, I feel I have all the love, and I'm emotionally sovereign, and I feel spiritually connected to my tribe, to my hierarchy, would I make this decision? And then if the answer is yes, then it's the right decision. And then the Seven of Pentacles is reminding us that there's a part of us that has tried really hard to create something, and even though we've reaped some reward, we feel we haven't really achieved the level of success that we want. So it's saying it's been enough, but there's always this feeling of not being fruitful enough to make you feel like you reached a sense of stability. You don't feel completely in the Four of Pentacles, like in a sense of financial stability or emotional stability. And so part of this is twofold. Don't make decisions based on lack. And you need to get out of that state of have not, the attitude of have not, and start to really do everything you're doing, but with a state of like, this is going to bring me the Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to enter a tremendous amount of abundance. So you need to not decide from the Seven of Pentacles about what has not taken off, but you need to look ahead and look at, for instance, later on in the reading, there's the Ace of Pentacles. That's beginning of a tremendous amount of abundance. That's how you have to look at, and that's how you have to decide, not from lack, but from having. So the next line is about our craft, our creative projects, our skills, the investment that we've made in terms of our work. And the Three of Pentacles is always recognition of the hard work, of our abilities, our skills. And we are entering now, the four of Wands is similar to the Four of Pentacles in terms of it's the most stable number. And it's in the Wands is telling you that you are going to be able to manifest a tremendous amount of stability, especially emotional stability. It's about tribe. So the Three of Pentacles with the Four of Wands makes me feel that this is going to be about community. We're going to be joining together in community, and we're going to be recognized not only within our community but outside of our small tribe. We're going to start to be recognized for what we do. And we're going to be able to return to the tribe and celebrate with a chuppah. It doesn't have to be a marriage. It could be, but it doesn't have to be a marriage. And it's acknowledging with the hangman that we've been sort of in a suspended animation. We have been doing all of this work without really taking off, which is the next card is the Eight of Wands. So it's telling you that period of time that you've been in suspended animation, where you've been sort of not really moving forward in the speed that you would like, was necessary for wisdom. If you look at the hangman, his head is in a golden aura, and that's enlightenment. So while you've been in this paused pattern, you've been gaining your skills and experience and wisdom, so that now the Eight of Wands is going to take over. So everything is going to start moving faster. And I just want to make a little note here. I know that a lot of my readings sound similar, and there's a part of us that's, at least I've said it, like, okay, so I'm getting all these great cards. Well, when is this happening? Like, I've been saying it for 3 months, and I just want to say our guidance, first of all, wants us to stay positive, because that's the only way you're going to manifest. So we've been training in a way, or being coached in positivity through our guides. And the other thing is, in terms of the other dimensions where our guidance, a lot of the higher guidance resides or exists or comes through to us, time doesn't exist. So when they're saying things are going to happen fast, is because they're seeing it as if it's now, but there might be a delay. And so the advice is hang in there, because it's going to happen, and you have to stay positive. So the Page of Swords, what is the Page of Swords? Pages are messengers, and this particular page is telling you it's finally going to come down to, the metaphor is, there's an architect and he has a vision, and he sits in front of, so that's the emotional part of the message from the page. And then he expresses his vision to a team of people who are going to be investors. And that's the wand. And then finally, this team of people are saying, okay, we want you to sign on the dotted line. We're funding this project. This is where you are in your project. You're at the part where it's being funded. You're the part where now it needs to make its way into this dimension. And the cards that support that message is the Two of Wands, which means either you're in this amazing partnership that's going to take you all the way, or these partnerships are coming. So be very vigilant. Who are the people in your life? Who are the people coming into your life now? Because these very special, divine partnerships in the sense of collaboration on projects are coming in. So pay attention to who's coming. And when we are in the right relationships, and when we're in the right emotional state, and when we are using our wands with the right intention, then here we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. Two beautiful cards that follow this idea of creative projects. We will be manifesting the Ace of Pentacles, which is an incredible amount of abundance financially. And we will be doing it because we're finally going to master how to use that wand. Don't forget to use your wand. These are new beginnings in creative projects, new beginnings in tremendous amount of abundance. So just don't give up. This is not the time to give up. Now the next row is talking about the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is telling us we are safe. We are safe. We are leaving troubled waters behind, and we're going to be safe in all aspects. So whatever part of us that has been in fear, has been feeling that we couldn't quite feel there was a safety net under us, whether it's financial, emotional, spiritual, we are going towards safety. And the key to that is, number one, the King of Cups, emotional sovereignty, your inner state. You need to protect it. You need to be in your King of Cups. Whatever you do, if you look at the King of Cups, he's sitting on troubled water. The water is not still, is not flat, but he's still in stillness. That's what we need to master. We need to be masters of ourselves. We have to have self-mastery, emotional sovereignty. That is the key. And if we can do that, then the Wheel of Fortune will come in. Everything's going to change to the better. It came up upright. Everything will change for the better. And then we have our Queen of Wands. Now, she, to me, is the ultimate don't forget your feminine side, right? Like, if you tend to be a woman with a very strong masculine side, you need to really work on balancing it with your feminine side. And if you're a man that is a man's man, I don't even know what that means, but you also need to balance it. Your feminine side, the gentleness, the softness, the compassion. We can get so much more done with that. And she's there to remind you to use your wand. So the way to completely turning your life around to another octave of positivity and abundance, how to get that Ace of Pentacles and that Ace of Wands working for us, right, is to be in your King of Cups and your Queen of Wands. You want to have both the female and the male in balance, and you need to have emotional sovereignty, and you need to use your wand, like the witchy witch of the Queen of Wands. And the last two cards is the Hermit and the Ace of Cups. I don't see how we can have a better reading. The Hermit is holding the lantern. He started out as the Fool, leaping off cliffs and not really looking at the consequences. And now he has wisdom. We're wise now. We've done the work. We've gone into our inner worlds. We figured out what doesn't belong to us and what belongs to us. We see who we are and who we aren't. And we really know ourselves. And we're ready to impart that wisdom. But it's also telling you not to forget to go to meditate, to go into your inner world, to seek harmony. Use what you know. It's not only good enough to know what you know, use what you know. And then the Ace of Cups is saying that as long as you stay in your wisdom and you use your wand and you stay in your emotional sovereignty, that you're going to have beautiful new beginnings, a lot of happiness. The Ace of Cups, to me, is all of it, right? It's and all of these aces, there really are support from our hierarchy. Our hierarchy, in this particular reading, they gave us the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Wow. Stay positive and know where you are at all times with your state, because that is the secret to financial stability, to emotional happiness, and the way to manifest and create the kind of life that we really want. And for me, it's community. For me, it's knowing all of these beautiful souls out there that are that I feel deeply, deeply connected to. And I want to say, yes, I'm here for you. In the same way I want to feel that they're there for me. We need to be community. And that's what we're moving towards. Okay, my tribe. Love you very much. This is your reading for the week.